Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me again, and today I got a brand new video I'm really excited for. As we all know, Comic-Con just announced a huge amount of upcoming Marvel movies coming real soon, including the surprising Robert Downey Jr. returning to the franchise as Doctor Doom. Man, I'm a little surprised, also of course excited, and a little bit nervous as well because of well, this is new to us. This is a reach to the close end of Phase 6 as in the next 2 years, Avengers Doomsday will be coming out, and then on 2027 we'll get Avengers Secret Wars. So I'm excited for that, and well, of course I'll be excited because you know me, I'm a huge Marvel fan. But yeah. So with that little thing, I decided to do a top 10 countdown, which is my top 10 favorite Marvel supervillains. You thought that heroes should get all the credit, right? Well, at least some few villains should too, right? For this list, I'll be counting down my top 10 favorite villains from the Marvel comics, of course, and not like others from the not from the cinematic universe or video games, but like Marvel villains in general. And at the near end of the video, I will be doing a little announcement for what's next for next month, or in other words, tomorrow. If you're watching this right now or on yesterday, but alright then. You guys ready? Let's get started. Number 10 is the mechanical organism designed only for killing, or in other words, MODOK. Okay, so here's the reason why MODOK is on this list. He's got very impressive power with the ability to control machines with the gem on his head, and he's the perfect villain to take on any hero, whether it's Iron Man, the Hulk, Spider-Man, you name it. MODOK would be the villain to face off against. Very impressive, but for if I would have to be specific, my design for MODOK would be the Avengers 2020 game version, because of it really puts out a lot of details and really makes him more humanoid than a giant floating head with tiny limbs. That's my opinion on this. But anyway, MODOK is an impressive villain for any kind of superhero, so that's why I put him on this list. Number 9 is Baron Zemo. Now, he may be a very underrated Marvel villain, but he's a pretty good evil villain too. Didn't want to say that, but anyway, reason why I picked him is because of he is a very smart villain that can't be outsmarted by most superheroes, well, except for Captain America, of course. And he is a very born leader of the Masters of Evil, or either his son. Either way, Baron Zemo is a pretty interesting villain because of he has a super genius mind and a born leadership for evil. Yep. Number 8 is Juggernaut. Okay, so out of all the other X-Men villains, Juggernaut might be one of my favorites because of he is a very indestructible being that can't be reckoned with, and really gives the X-Men for the run for their money because, well, despite his mass, he is very vulnerable against any sharp objects, bullets, fire, whatever you could try throwing at him. He would just walk it off like it was nothing. And the The helmet makes him very powerful, of course. And another best part about this is that he's also got a connection with Professor Xavier, like a big grudge against him. That's why pretty interesting for, like, if there is a hero, they will always have to come with a villain afterwards, and Juggernaut is one of them, for example. But other than that, he is a very cool villain, and I know I don't really read a lot of comics, but he did join the X-Men one time, or is one now. But Juggernaut is still pretty awesome as a villain, in my honest opinion. Number 7 is Taskmaster. Okay, so Taskmaster is a pretty cool villain. Never really heard of him until I was like 11-ish when I was watching some few Spider-Man cartoons. Anyway, Taskmaster is a pretty cool villain because of he does adapt to many ways of battling, including having so many weapons like a shield, a gun, so many weapons that he could use to battle off against the Avengers. He's like a adapt to battle kind of villain, so that's why I picked him. And like I said, he is a pretty interesting one. But like I said, he has a many ways to adapt into battling other heroes like the Avengers, one of his main ones, of course. So that's why he's a little higher up in this list. Number 6 is Black Cat. Now, I'm going to have a lot of people debate on me that she's either a anti-hero, but sometimes I would see her as both sometimes. But other than that, Black Cat is a pretty it's cool and a pretty sexy one too. Anyway, she is a pretty cool one. She does outsmart some few villains, most notably Spider-Man, and can always get away with a theft like it wasn't there. Other than that, Black Cat is a really cool little super villain, and might be my only female Marvel supervillain that is in this list. But other than that, she is a pretty cool Marvel villain, if I do say so myself. Sorry about that. It was just I was trying to come up with the best ways for my honest opinion. Anyway, number 5 is Kang the Conqueror. This villain is the villain that chooses not to give up. Even after a villain fight, he won't back down and will continue on to plot his ways to reach his goals. And I would say he is a pretty good villain for not giving up on his goals. Even if he gets defeated, he will always find a way to stand back up again and always challenge any Marvel hero to challenge him. So that's why he's higher up on this list, because, well, he's a really cool villain of time. Now, of course, number 4 is a very iconic villain himself, Doctor Doom. Okay, so Doctor Doom is a great villain. He's also one of those villains who always comes up with a plan after a defeat. And he's just one of those villains that you shouldn't be messing with. And of course, his most notable enemies are the Fantastic Four, but he does encounter a lot of other Marvel superheroes like Iron Man, his second most notable one, Spider-Man, the Hulk, Captain America, any other Marvel superhero Doctor Doom can also face off against. And I can't wait to see him in action in the MCU real soon. And don't worry, I will discuss about that later on in this video, along with a little announcement. Alright, time to continue off. Number 3 is Ultron. Okay, he's definitely one of the most powerful Marvel villains I've ever seen, especially in Marvel Avengers Age of Ultron. He's just a really hard to beat villain. Yeah, he's super smart. Really creative with some other androids that he can build, especially with Vision himself. But other than that, Ultron is also one of those villains that can't be messed with or either defeated. But other than that, he is a really cool and very powerful Marvel villain that I decided to add him up higher in this list. Number two is Loki. Okay, he's also one of the examples of if there is a hero, there is a villain, and Loki, along with Thor, is one of them because they do have a brotherly rivalry with each other. They both want to rule the world of Asgard and in their own visions, but that reason is the reason why how the Avengers were formed in both the comics and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But other than that, Loki is also, of course, a very cool villain. He does trick a lot of Marvel heroes, especially with Thor, of course, or other Avengers or heroes like Spider-Man, most notably. But other than that, Loki is a cool Marvel villain and one of the very few that I started to recognize for some other Marvel villains besides Spider-Man villains. Alrighty then. Now we're almost close to my number one pick. So before we do that, I'm not going to be doing any honorable mentions because it was hard to come up with this list that I couldn't think of any other Marvel villains. So instead, I'll be doing a quick recap. So number 10, MODOK. Number 9, Zemo. Number 8, Juggernaut. Number 7, Taskmaster. Number 6, Black Cat. Number 5, King the Conqueror. Number 4, Doctor Doom. Number 3, Ultron. And number 2, Loki. Alright guys, ready for my number 1 Marvel villain pick? Alright then, here we go. My number 1 pick is one of Spider-Man's best and iconic villains of all time, Venom. Okay, I absolutely love this Marvel villain. I love the designs, the concepts, the story arcs they put in some most media. Venom is an absolute monster of the Marvel comics. Monster as in like villain, like not an actual monster, but other than that, Venom is a really cool Marvel villain. And of course, he always chooses his host, but most notably Eddie Brock. But also, of course, can also turn other heroes or civilians into other forms of Venom. But other than that, Venom is a really awesome Marvel villain, and I think Venom is a better rival for Spider-Man, of course, because Venom used to be Spider-Man before being rejected and moving on to Eddie Brock. So other than that, I really admire Venom a lot as a Marvel villain. I know some people will debate on me again that he's either a hero or an anti-hero. Man, a lot of Spider-Man villains have become a lot of anti-heroes these days. But other than that, I think, in my opinion, Venom is a awesome Marvel supervillain. So that's why I put him up at number 1. So what do you guys think of that list? Is it a good one? You can enter that down below in the comments. Or if you guys have a top 10 favorite Marvel villain list, you can also put that down below in the comments. And now it's time for the 2 extra things in this video. One of them, of course, is my theories also discussing about Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, and a little announcement at the near end. So let's get started. So like I said, I was a bit shocked that Robert Downey Jr. is returning, but as Doctor Doom. And yeah, it is pretty exciting for him to return in the MCU, and I'm excited for that. I'm also kind of nervous because of how will this change for the MCU. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. And now I got at least two rumors for this. One of them, of course, is that in an alternate universe, Tony Stark did something different. Rather than making his Iron Man suits, he made he infused them into his own body and became an evil overlord in his universe. Because of in the comics, Doctor Doom and Tony Stark switched bodies, and Doctor Doom was on Iron Man 1, so I could see that happening. And for my second theory is that in the Prime MCU, they tried to clone Tony Stark but failed miserably, and instead making him all evil, and he became Doctor Doom. That's a big theory on that, so we'll have to wait and see for that. So yep, for the next 2 years, Avengers Doomsday will show off what could the MCU Doctor Doom be. Yep. And now for the announcement. So as you guys all know, we just passed through Comic-Con last week, so we got 2 other conventions left. One of them, of course, is the D23 event, where they will announce a lot of Disney, Pixar, some other Marvel projects that are not Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, and some Star Wars ones. So once we get some few announcements, I will do a talk about on that, along with a Power Morphicon. That's the Morphicon Comic-Con for Power Ranger fans. So I'm expecting huge announcement from both of those conventions real soon. So yep, and I will be doing a talk about on that, as well as a talk about after a potential Pokemon Present, because of the last 2 years we got some few Pokemon Presents in August. So I have a feeling that we'll get Pokemon Presents in early August. So yeah, August might be a big month for me for what's coming next for the feature real soon. And like I said, I will be doing some few talkabouts for on the other upcoming projects for Pokemon, Disney, and Power Rangers, and maybe a little bit on Marvel and Star Wars, of course. But other than that, I can't wait for next month, or tomorrow, if you're watching this tomorrow and this video was uploaded yesterday. But yep, so with that, make sure you stay tuned for that real soon, and I'll see you next time, everybody. Bye.
Hey, it's me, BDH, but I'm also known as the Brick Dragon Hero. That video was great, huh, Applex? You said it, BBJ. And if you want to see more of the Brick Dragon Hero videos, all you gotta do is subscribe. Follow Brick Dragon Hero on Instagram. Like for this video. Share this with your friends.
And comment down below what you think of that video.
And don't forget to check out the last video. So thanks for watching, and have a brick day. Whoosh.